Blog Talk Radio.
What's going on, everybody? This is Romey Mak, and welcome to Romey Mak presents. Romey Mak 2 Cents presents The Locker Room, and we got a hot show today. Obviously, with everything that went on through the weekend, both in sports as well as in the music world, female music world, to be exact. Obviously, you know we're talking about Romey Mak versus Nicki Minaj. Well, more so the Remy track, and then just everything that's going along with it. You know, could it be, publicity stunt for both parties? Either way, it's good promotion, right? You're hearing about it. People are talking about it in the blogs. Everybody's, so a few people are taking their sides and all of that stuff. But it's good. It's good conversation. It's good. It's healthy for hip hop. Hopefully, both sides can keep it on record. We definitely don't want to see anything get to cat fights or anything like that. Whether or not we know what Romey Mak is saying is legit or 100% factual, we don't know. But I tell you what, that record alone was good. It was good. It was nicely done. At first I thought it was a bit cliche about rapping over Ether. But I mean, it makes sense, with the sheep there. I mean, she came correct on it. I gotta give props to Remy on that one. But let me bring in my dog Joe Sneaks. Yo, Joe, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, man?
Chilling. What's happening?
Not much.
Yeah.
Much.
How was the workout?
It was good. Still, I'm tired.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. I just came in and like I told you through the phone, man. I just got in the house literally maybe 5 minutes ago from the gym, man. But dedication for the hustle. Obviously, you just coming in, bro. I was talking about obviously the story of the weekend, which is basically the bomb drop. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it just yet, and I know we was talking about it Saturday, but Yeah, did you get a chance to listen to really dissect the lyrics that were given on that?
I listened to it. Yeah, I listened to it.
Yeah, what you think?
It's like 80% lies.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's why I just
people are already coming out saying everything is a lie there.
Yeah, so it makes it makes you wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as that, and that's what takes away from it. Another thing about it was, somebody posted a video. I guess Remy performed the track like the next day or that night or something like that when it came out. The lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but I mean, at all.
Where I see it is, it was what facts are, we'll figure out whether or not it's factual, I guess, at a later date. The only people involved know. I mean, Trey came out and said no, he didn't fuck Nicki. So, I think Remy was basically saying what everybody was thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about that Gucci Mane shit, Drake is a high possibility. Just based off of Drake, what we've seen in press and all that shit. But like I said earlier, it could all be a publicity stunt. But yeah, I think it was good. Man. It's just a matter of waiting for, I guess really people just anticipating Nicki's response. How she's going to respond, and hopefully it isn't just about these damn album sales. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z move. She's not going to.
Would you put her on Jay-Z's level though? No, I don't mean that. Obviously, no one's on Jay-Z's level. But as far as her being a legit artist, you know what I'm saying? Would you say that she's a legit artist where she doesn't have to respond?
Yeah, based off her fan base, nah, she ain't gonna respond.
Yeah. Okay.
Romey Mak kind of just coming back on the scene, man. Romey Mak is dope. Don't get me wrong, but her whole the delivery is just to try to be super petty. Yeah, so I mean, pettiness in hip hop is you're gonna end up losing eventually.
Yeah. I mean, for the moment, it's got the gossip blogs going.
Oh yeah, for the moment,
well,
yeah.
And that's just what it is, and when that's the society we live in now. Like, that's what I'm saying is if Nicki's not going to respond, she needs to not ever respond. Like, that shit Meek did where he responded a year later, that's not going to fly. It ain't going to fly.
Yeah.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say because of her affiliation with, Meek, she's not going to, and the people are going to see it that way if she even does respond. So I think, obviously, she'll be at her concerts and maybe some Romey Mak fans or just natural born haters go to the concert just to, heckle at her, you didn't respond to Remy or something like that. I mean, it's, yeah. I don't think it's enough to take it serious, but as far as how her delivery goes, it was well written. You can definitely tell. I mean, I could almost hear Papoose, in these bars. And it's not to take anything away from Remy Ma as an artist, because obviously she can rap herself, but it just seemed like one of those type of things. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
But it I mean when you listen to it, like, wow, okay, man. It's just she kept I think she just kept going in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that whole thing about her brother though, that was that's the truth. That's court documents. You can back that up. I remember hearing about that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was a clever wordplay when she said, wonder why they call you Barbie. You like to be next to Ken or something like that. So, I mean, that was clever. I'll give her that. And that line right there made me think like it was a Papoose type, record.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, it's just funny seeing a lot of people act out because of it. Because not only that, like when the record came out, obviously, people try to find Safari. They got Safari in the club. He's laughing. I don't even think it's that serious. You know what I'm saying? I think him laughing. He ain't really that much of a factor. You know what I'm saying? To me. Now this whole thing with Meek hitting playing the social media game and then game coming for him, that was cool. How game came and roughly checked Meek Mill on how he handled the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like basically what he's saying is that girl gave you life. He lets you live like even when Drake did the very same thing to him. You know what I'm saying? But he somewhat was stayed afloat because, because he was with Nicki. Like Nicki somewhat, I don't know, kept him afloat as they say. But it's just I don't know. And then obviously, what's your girl name? Joan Rivers, aka Lil Kim. How she's looking these days. She said something in her concert. I watched. It said something about her wanting to do a remix to Ladies Night. How many years it's been? And we're gonna do a 20-year-old remix. Is that
exactly?
Is that what we're gonna do? You know what I mean? Like Kim. I could be using this moment try to get back in it, but definitely, we definitely need to, verify if it's factual. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'll ask you this, Joe. Do you feel like even though the record is, not, I won't say not, we haven't verified if it's factual, and some have confirmed being lies, Ebro, Trey Songz, but do you feel like Nicki had this one coming to her? Based off of how she's carried.
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, as far as how Nicki's carried herself in the game, do you feel like she had this one coming to her?
I don't really follow female rap too much, but I mean, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? She has a body or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Her lyrics. She has happy rap, and she can do serious rap too. And she can sing, and she can do the pop thing. I mean, you're gonna have haters. So, yeah,
I mean,
you kind of figured it was coming, you know, because I don't think Romey Mak worldwide would never be. She's never gonna be as big as Nicki Minaj, you know. So, so it's like, yeah, she had it coming, you know, eventually, you know, just based off her popularity. You know what I'm saying? And she still, and plus, you know what I'm saying, she still trying to keep in touch with the hood, you know, and all that. So,
yeah. I mean, this is the music. It's the music biz, man. I mean, my boy Chubb said this to me like in 2007, bro. And I've said it on the show before. There are most of the time it's not really fans around lately. There's what do we call them? There's haters and dick riders. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ride the moment. You know what I'm saying? They're riding the wave for what's going on. You know, like when Nicki was on that Barb shit, it was all, you know, all everybody's about, you know, Nicki Minaj and that Barb shit. Even when she made a statement about Lil' Kim, people start harping on, you know what I'm saying, Lil' Kim. When Lil' Kim roughly opened the doors for females like herself to even be in a platform where she is, you know what I'm saying, as far as being as raunchy and lyrical at the same time. And it's a delicate situation. Obviously, her team is going to make the best decision they feel for her career. And can she respond? Does Nicki have the spotlight? Yeah, I mean, I've never, like you said, man, like I don't follow female hip hop too much. You know, there's a few female artists I like, but they don't have that notoriety just yet. But like Snow the Product, yeah, I like Snow the Product. You know what I'm saying? Like she can spit. With West Coast, you know, she's a West Coast rapper, and
okay.
Yeah, you know, anybody haven't heard of her, be sure to, you know, definitely check her out. The YouTube, check her out in Cyphers. She's legit Latina rapper. She kills it, man. You know, but I'll ask you for you, who's the greatest female MC to you? Is it fair to say, you know, like a Lauryn Hill, Lisa Left Eye, the Queen, you know what I'm saying, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Roxanne Shante, which is, you know, obviously a little bit of, you know, before our time, but being a music historian that we are, you know what I'm saying, you'd be a fool not to know who Roxanne Shante, you know, what she was to the culture. Lil' Kim for that matter. So I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a rough one. It's a rough one when you really don't, you know, put too much emphasis on it. That's nothing against females or saying that females are unable to rap, but if I had to choose one that was like not to be fucked with on a lyrical standpoint, I'm gonna go with Light. I'm gonna go with MC Light, man. To be honest, I feel like MC
I like
Light.
Boy George. I like that song.
Yeah. I feel like MC Light will give you that thunder. You know. Let's see. Let me ask you about. You know, I mean, obviously you said, you know, Nicki probably won't even respond to this, but she did respond with like, it's like a video. I know Beyonce said she's the queen of rap or something like that. Beyonce said that Nicki was the queen of rap, and then she also said something about the album sales. Now, I know, and this is just for me. As far as in a rap battle goes, they're keeping it lyrical. Those album sales, obviously, we know it doesn't compare. There is no comparison to album sales with the conversation for Romey Mak and Nicki Minaj. Remy is like, she's a battle rapper. That's what she did. That's how she came in the game. She was a battle rapper. So that playing field, that's just like, I don't know, Drake, coming at, I don't know, Loaded Lux or, one of those battle rappers like, yo, I sell more than you guys. Fuck does that mean? For the moment, we talking about hip hop. We talking about hip hop. We talking about bars or whatever. That's basically what it boils down to. So,
yeah.
So do you feel like the album sales line? I mean, album sales. I would say response from Nicki is relevant for this particular matter.
Yeah. Because numbers are facts.
This is battle. This is basically became a battle. She's attacking her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you can respond with album sales, but folks want to see you respond. What you're known for. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically. I mean, it's one of those situations where, like Jay did with that whole when I guess Jim Jones and, ironically he signed to Rock Nation. That's the iron. They gotta love that irony. But when they did, We Fly High, the remix, and they got to do one for the old heads, and then Jay comes on and says, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's. I feel like, if anybody can do that, it is Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like like you said, we don't follow Nicki Minaj enough to know. I'm more so concerned with how she looks. That's just what her gimmick has been. You know what I mean? That's what's lured people in. Everyone looks at her, and they see. It's hard to not notice her ass. You know what I'm saying? It's you'd be blind.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be blind to not see it. You know what I'm saying? You can see it from the front. That's how fat that ass is. But it's one of them things, like I said, she's not on his level. So I don't feel like that move is ready yet. I don't think it's ready for that move. I mean, I would say Nicki's been pretty much in the limelight since 2010. So we got 7 years in. And Jay's been in the game, 96, so that's like 2003. That's like Blueprint 2 time frame. And I feel like it's a couple more years to go, But then again, we live in a different society with the social media. So social media could probably amp up, your record sales really. It's amped up record sales, because imagine if we had social media back, during Rockefeller's, heyday or Rough Riders heyday. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been crazy.
Yeah.
It'd have been wild. The record sales would have been phenomenal. Let's see. Let me ask you. We got Detroit beeping in. Let me get Evan on the line. Yo, E, what up?
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Before I go any further, man, I just wanted to get your take on what you thought. I'm pretty sure you heard it. The Sheetha record by Romey Mak. Just give your, your two cents on how you felt about the record, being that possibly some of a lot of people have come out and denied a lot of things in the record, but just what did you think about the record itself?
Well, I think Romey Mak's one of the OGs of rap. And she came out of left field with that one. Can you hear me? Or am I distorted?
Yeah, we hear you, man.
Okay, all right. So I think she came out of left field with that, but she's trying to look to make a comeback, and going after Nicki was pretty much the doorway in. Nicki said something about her before, but she got some flow, sounded good. It's gonna start us some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? hearing it. It wasn't when you heard the rap, it wasn't like that gimmick rap. It's not even picking on Nicki, but you know how Nicki, you can switch up her voices and all that shit. She go into being like 30 personalities, like Split on a record. Very playful, like, you know what I'm saying? Similar to how Wayne will do. Wayne, you know how Wayne used to do, be real playful on records. But when it comes down to what it comes down to, if you need Wayne to get busy, he will get busy. And
exactly.
I think it's good. I mean, let's be honest. We live in a 1 week headline society. This shit won't matter probably probably a week from now, if that, depending on what happens throughout this week. Let's just say Nicki doesn't respond, period. Ben is dead. But some people are going to feel like Nicki was soft for that, and others, that understand the business from a business standpoint, is probably the best move to do, because Remy wants to be where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she has the crown right now. So who else? I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, Nicki did. I mean, when Nicki came on, she came at a few people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just part of the game. And whether it's subliminal or whatever, it's part of the game. It's how this works. But I'm gonna ask both of you guys. Do you feel like Neek was suspect for how he responded to the whole matter? You know what I'm saying? Basically, from what we gather, he had spoke to Romey Mak at obviously the All-Star weekend, and basically dished out some shit about her. It's roughly more so just about her ass. How it was down for like 3 months or something like that. So he wasn't able to get the ass. I mean, what the fuck? And then what else, man? Just giving out roughly just the information, and then hitting like on people saying shit about Nicki in a negative connotation. And it's just one of those things like, well, why dog her now? You was with her, it wasn't funny when you was on her tour and on your girls tour, Drake said it. It wasn't funny then. Everything was everything was good. But now everything is a joke, man. It looks kind of suspect, like a sucker move. You know what I mean? Like even in the event, obviously, in the event we do, we break up or whatever. That, especially from a, I would say from a mainstream standpoint, that's just not how you want to carry yourself, because it makes you look weaker, to be honest. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but roughly, that's the last bit we could say about. I'm gonna roughly talk about this whole the Nicki and Remy situation. Another thing that happened over the weekend, Friday basically, was Just Blaze and Swiss Beats had this beat battle, which was cool, because out there playing together, and they just kept playing different songs that they produced over the years, and it brought back I don't know if any of you guys got to see it. It's like 2 hours and 41 minutes long. You can watch it on YouTube. It was very nostalgic, very nostalgic. You heard obviously Rough Riders anthem. You heard what's the What We Do? I think we had just talked about that last week, Joe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was did you get a chance to see it?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to know their, really their impact on hip hop over time. But
it was dope.
Yeah, if you, let's just say, for you guys, what's some of their favorite, I would say, classic Just Blaze produced records,
Shit,
I like
with Florida.
Couple joints off of Game first album.
Yeah.
Some bangers, y'all.
Yeah, I think
the classic Rockefeller stuff.
Yeah.
From the Dynasty album.
Just Blaze.
Yeah, because the Dynasty album Just Blaze first came around.
Yeah, Just Blaze and Yay. Yeah, that was their intro into the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that shit on the game album, him and Timberland.
Yeah. The what's the song that ends the Doctor's Advocate? Why You Hate the Game? That shit is dope, man.
Yep.
That was a dope ass record produced by Just Blaze. What can you say about Swiss? Swiss was at least for me and Joe, he was that's middle school, man. That that's middle school going into high school right there. When you hear that beginning of Jigga My Nigga, that bam 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 like
Blackout.
It was just it was a soundtrack. It really was the soundtrack to childhood, to be honest, man. It was people were, we were at a point in our senior year where, Dipset had just really formed. So you had people, it's funny, choosing sides between being with, if you were part of, Rockefeller, if you were part of Dipset, man. It was one of them childish things or whatever, people, rocking with them. You had your Rough Riders. I was big Rough Rider. Like when I heard X, first time I heard X on, I don't know if it was Money, Power, Respect first, or if it was LL Cool J's 4, 3, 2, 1. But X
Is your man grilling your chick?
Yeah, man. X was that guy. You know what I'm saying? It was great. It was great, man. Good music, man. E, man, what was some of your favorite joints from Just Blaze and Swiss?
I'm gonna say going back to the Rough Riders anthem and all that stuff. That's when I was right before I came to the military, matter of fact, and it was just. Did I say that right? Rough Riders anthem? Was that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was one of my hits, man. Then when I got to Florida, Just Blaze had everything locked up. Just Blaze and I forget who the other producer was. Jazzy Fizzle.
Yeah, Jazzy Faye. yeah.
Jazzy Fizzle. Yeah, man.
Product Shizzle, him, Jermaine Dupri, Timbo. I think he was Dre. Yeah, Dre was producing some records, but he wasn't. I won't say it was heavy.
Man, fuck Dre, man.
Hey, Paul, we gotta go into the class. All right.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in, E, man. We'll get up, bro.
No doubt. Been a pleasure, fellas. Good show.
All right.
All
right, man.
right.
Yeah. So, you say fuck Dre, huh?
Yeah, man. That joker, man. He come out when he want to, man. That motherfucker living in a hole like a farmer, man.
He produced everybody else shit and just don't put out his own. That's really what goes down on mostly like Kendrick's album, Game's album. We hear his sound, but we don't hear him. What did you think about that Compton album, or what didn't you think of that Compton album?
It could have been better.
Yeah, well, it had a few joints on there. I like the intro.
A few joints in there, man.
Yeah, that one, the ones they played in the Straight Outta Compton movie, the one that Game raps on. I like that one. Yeah, pretty much the ones that was on the movie. The ones they played in the movie, and then like the intro joint, and then whatever. What's that one guy, man? His album is Malibu or whatever. What's his name? I'm gonna tell you his name just in a second, man. Fuck is this dude? Yeah, Anderson Paak, man. Yeah, him. The few joints that he was on. Yeah, he's dope, man. And he's gonna get swept under the rug for at least for now, man. I don't know. People ain't really, digging him. He was nominated for a Grammy, so that was cool. But he's not. No one's really recognizing him. How talented this cat is, man. This guy, he's like, I'm not gonna call him Prince, but he possesses the same qualities as far as being able to sing, play the drums, and play the piano, and all that. He's very versatile as a musician. But one day, hopefully he'll get his just due. I remember when The Weeknd was, like an underground artist. Look at him now. So we'll see. Yeah, bro. So I was listening to your boy in the gym, Hendrix. This the most recent album that came out. This past Friday. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a couple joints. So I know he the one joint that he's got, like, it sounds like Jodeci. My Heart Belongs to You. I like that. I like that record. It's a lot of shit for the ladies on there. On this one, but it's decent. It's decent. It was riding for me in the gym.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, do you feel like Future puts out too much music at times? Should he kind of space it out?
Nah, because he hadn't done that since. He hadn't done that since like last spring, April.
Yeah.
So
he might. I mean, there's word that he might. I guess they said Ellen's Press or whatever, that he might even release. I don't know how Ellen gets it, but he may release a third album this week as well.
Yeah, this week. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
be dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's his style. You know what I'm saying? He definitely has created a lane for himself. Now, whether or not Migos and the rest of them sound like it is a whole nother ball game, but he definitely has a lane for himself. It's almost like with Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Like when Jeezy came out, Jeezy was so, to the left of where the game was that he stood out. And, his delivery was like amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it took a while for me to catch on to Jeezy, man. I didn't start like his what's his one shit? Thug Motivation 101 came out July, I believe, of 2005. And I didn't catch on till I was in the desert. So let's just say February of 2006. When I was deployed.
Yeah.
And that was my workout music, and like I was smitten by what's the one track number 3 that starts off with the guns blasting and shit. This is gangster music. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit. I was in the gym like, what? Man, that shit's raw. Yeah, man. Yeah, I actually need to. I haven't bumped that. I haven't played that shit in a while, man. I have to get back on that Jeezy. I like early Jeezy. Like these most recent albums, man. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, they kind of weak.
Yeah, I listen to 3 core Jeezy albums. Roughly the first 3. That's it for the most part. And then there's a couple singles on the rest of them, like the one joint he did with Jay and 3 Stacks. That gets play. I Do or whatever, and then the joint with Future. It's the same album, and then the track with Neo. So I mean that's pretty decent. They had, I would say, three charters, three Billboard chart ones with that. Let's jump into some basketball, man. Who's your pick for MVP right now, bro? Russell Westbrook. Some people, are talking Harden, obviously, and then the obvious LeBron James, of course. Who's doing them? I guess the real question for MVP is who's doing the most with little. And of those 3, Russell Westbrook is really the one, But some feel like he got some help from stealing my guys out of Chicago, Taj Gibson and Doug McDermott. But we'll see how that works. James Harden, James Harden playing his ass off. Apparently, you know, they're a 3-point threat team. You know, the Rockets with Eric Gordon. You know, was it James Harden? Who else is on their squad? They still got Beverly.
Yeah, they still got Beverly.
Yeah. So I mean, they're pretty loaded. Pretty loaded team. From the 3-point range.
Yeah. That'd be alright.
Yeah, I think they should be good. But what else happened over the weekend? Yeah, Shaq versus JaVale McGee, man. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. I saw it. You know, I feel. I mean, a lot of people like that Shaq in the fool shit. I personally, I don't care too much for it. I mean, Shaq is funny. Shaq had his flaws, but there's no comparison. I mean, JaVale McGee's no fucking Shaq. Don't get me wrong. Let's dead that shit before it even gets up for discussion. But you know, it's just leave. I feel like shit's old. Just let that shit be, man. Let him do what he do. If he fucks up again, then you razz on him. But you know, it's one of those things, bro, where JaVale McGee is, you know, I guess he's, you know, trying to turn a new leaf, being on the he lucked up and got on a winning team. You know, he's on the Warriors.
That bitch gonna get cut, man. That bitch gonna get cut as soon as the season over. Especially if they don't win the championship. His ass is grass.
You're gonna have to step up. They're gonna have to step up, man. You know, it's just a lot of, it is hazing. I will say that is, you know, somewhat hazing on Shaq's part. You know, it was wild though how JaVale responded though. He kind of got under Shaq's skin, but you know, with the whole saying he was he's saying that Shaq let Shaq get back to cooning or whatever. I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? That's cutting below the belt. But I from listening to Shaq's podcast, I can say that I won't say there's I can say there's some truth to that matter as far as how Shaq, you know, and I love Shaq, man. Shaq to me is one of the greatest big men of you know, that I've seen in my time. But how he conducts himself sometimes on like his podcast, it can be, some would consider that, you know, to be cooning. But again, I'm in nowhere in the stratosphere of a Shaquille O'Neal really to you know, to say much about him. But I mean, it just sometimes where I say a situation where they talk about they do lyrics to like TV shows or something like that, the white guys that's on the show with him, and then Shaq will be like, well, you know, us black people, we don't know the words to the songs or something like that. I'm like, speak for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we say that we don't know the words or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or like, what's that? What's like when they do like a business? It starts with an M. It's like a 4-letter abbreviation or something with business, and it's like, if Shaq will say black people, we don't know what that means, or something like that. I mean, me being black right now, I really don't remember what the no MS. It's not RSVP, obviously. That's for some like party, but it's like no M something or whatever. It's like black, and he's telling them like we don't know that. So now you categorize us, and they feel like we don't know shit. So you know, that's just one of those things. And then sometimes on the podcast they'll say like some borderline racist shit about black people. And they say like something dealing with chicken, and Shaq will roughly laugh along with it. He may say borderline, like that's like almost like a warning, like cool out. Like they make fun of a lot of things, but they mean well. You know what I'm saying? But it's But if people listen to Shaq's podcast, they'll see. What else we want to dabble into, man? So you feel like Andrew Bogut and Deron Williams would be enough to beat the Warriors now that the Cavs are basically looking like they're gonna bag these guys? Yeah,
man. Because
Bogut knows how they work.
They're gonna bully the hell out of them, you know.
Yeah,
just like they did last year.
They don't have an inside guy. The Warriors don't have an inside guy.
Nope.
But they have an outside shot.
JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
Goddamn marshmallow pudding ass.
That motherfucker look like J. Cole, bro. He look like a 7-foot J. Cole, man.
Man, that made him motherfucker like a 7-foot Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
Teddy Bear.
Yeah, man. What else? What else is happening?
LeBron gonna put his nuts in his face.
This kid out of UCLA, his pops, man. Lonzo Ball. You know what I'm saying?
Lamar Ball.
Yeah. I'm talking about he can take Steph Curry and shit like that. Does his dad need to shut the fuck up?
He in LA, man, where they got the good weed.
Yeah.
And mushrooms. He probably hallucinating.
Yeah. He's freaking out.
But the way Steph been playing like some pure ass, yo. Man, KD shouldn't have went there, man. He's fucking up that team chemistry, yo.
You think so?
I think so, dog. He it's something, man.
I mean, whenever
he went 0 for 12.
Damn. I mean, for me, I mean, the stats don't lie. You know, I'll be honest, I haven't followed the NBA. I don't follow the NBA nearly as much as I follow the NFL. So, you know, I'll definitely trust the word on that one. But for me, every time I turn to them, man, they look scary as shit to me. I'll be honest with you, man. You got a team that passes the ball so well, and anybody can shoot from behind the perimeter. And then you got kick the balls out there on the court as well.
He looked straight gas last night, yo.
Draymond don't give a damn, bro. Draymond will straight kick you in the nuts and won't think shit of it. I don't know, man. What do you think? You think they'll probably be? You think he'll be suspended at all this year, Draymond, if he keeps this shit up?
You better tighten up.
Don't try that shit.
Only gonna go so far with Steve.
You know LeBron the golden boy. That's Tom Brady of the NBA right there.
Nah, he do that to LeBron again. I think LeBron gonna punch him in his mouth. That's what's gonna happen, yo. Cause you know what I'm saying. You know he already did the tripping thing the last time they played. So I think I don't know. LeBron might punch him in his mouth, yo. You know LeBron black out during the playoffs, so. It's like still his ass, yo.
That's funny, bro. I mean, we love to see that. I mean, that's pretty much what we're looking forward to. Whether or not, I mean, there's a few teams that may prevent Golden State and Cleveland from being in the. Well, I would say Golden State more so than Cleveland because the East is pretty much locked in, bro.
Ain't nobody gonna beat Cleveland in the East, yo.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a walk. If they don't sweep every fucking round, you know, they might even get a bye week. That's how bad this shit might be. They get a fucking bye round. They play the whole fucking fourth string D League and shit. I don't even know who the D League team is. They probably send them fuckers up, play for like the first round and then move on. But and you know, out west, man, you got Houston, and I don't count out Popovich, man. I don't care what you say. Popovich know how to win, you know. So I mean, we'll see if they can bring it together. You know, if Gasol can be on, you know, all you know, if everybody can be together on all four cylinders and try to push this thing forward. I lose hope in the Clippers. The Clippers were up on the Warriors, I think, by 20, 25 points last week, and lost by 25 points by the end of the game.
Clippers some ass, man.
They're unable to hold a lead, bro. Unable to hold a fucking lead.
Straight ass. Those jokers gonna be broke up at the end of the season, man. Goddamn, DeAndre Jordan going to the goddamn Memphis Tigers, goddamn.
Yes.
He's going back to college. He's going back to college, yo. Blake Griffin, that bitch gonna be doing dunks for the circus, yo.
Yeah, they gonna try to. Well, they want to send him to New York, man. They want to send Blake to New York.
Yeah, I might as well fucking leave his knees in L.A. then.
That'll be him and Melo. Yeah, I wanted Carmelo to go to the Cavaliers, man. I really did. I really wanted Melo to go to the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I did too.
That would have been. Not to say that LeBron needs Melo to win a ring because obviously he's got him without him, but it just been a nice NBA headline. I feel like would have been to keep sports blogs buzzing and the fans excited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? New York would hate that shit, even though they boo his ass every fucking night. Ungrateful bastards, man. Ungrateful for having that cat on the team, man. It's not like he's not a good player. It's not like he's not a good player, man. It's just he don't have no motivation. Same with Boogie, out Sacramento. Now Boogie's in New Orleans, about to get fucking kicked out the games too. I don't know I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's funny though. Shannon Sharp made a brilliant point though on Undisputed from last Friday. He says that Boogie and Draymond Green do the same shit. The only difference is Draymond's on a winning team. That's the biggest difference between them, man. Let me see here, bro.
That damn Shannon Sharp was like a Bronco, yo.
His fucking boys, man. The boys be killing me. I'm talking about Skip. Listen, LeBron James. He's gonna be the best damn NBA. He's the best NBA player, period, out there. That's why I like the game. Yeah, man. Shannon funny as hell, man. What up, Keith?
What up, fellas?
Shit,
what's up, man?
We're just talking about a little NBA. What was the last thing we had mentioned, man? As far as about the Clippers being disbanded, and that's pretty much what was going down. But we tap into some guy shit. Let me ask you guys this, man. If you saw your boy being taken advantage of by his lady, would you tell him something, like pull him aside, or just really stay out of that shit?
Yeah, throw a helpful hint.
Yeah, you can't leave him blinded, but at the same time, you kind of want to, mind your business just a little bit because he might already know. You never know.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
And also, man, it depends on the situation too, man. It depends on what she's doing.
I mean, as far as making it, I would say making it where she can do whatever, like go out with girls or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at any cost. Yeah, they're basically a double standard. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm about to say if she's taking his money, then I definitely got to tell him. Can't let the boy get robbed. But
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let me ask you fellas, how you feel about long distance relationships?
Is there such thing? I don't think they work. Do they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I tried it, and I tried it in my early 20s, and for a little while. I mean, it worked for a little while, and then shit just started spraining on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Decisions got to be made. Decisions got to be made to work towards something, and if it's not, then it's gonna wither and die, pretty much.
Yeah. I did it once too myself, and it's a hassle. It's not even worth it for real.
Yeah.
Like it's hard enough staying in a relationship and you in the same city, let alone long distance. Yeah, it won't no point.
Right. Let me see. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Did you say what you thought about long distance relationships?
Yeah, like he said, they pointless, man. It's like it seems like a whole lot of work. A lot of work, you know what I'm saying? A relationship is a lot of work, even if she lives right across the street. Let alone she living 100,000 miles, 1,000 miles away, 5,000, whatever it is. So nah, that shit don't work.
Yeah, man, we tried as much as we could, man. The whole cyber sex shit and and all that. At some point, it gets old. Let's see. What else do we want to rap about? Do you feel like the females of in today's society make it easy for us males? As far as I don't know, maybe in the business of sex or just the attention that's given. Do you fellas feel like obviously Mark with just knowing females in society. Obviously, you're obviously married man, but do you feel like females in today's society make it a little too easy for males?
Yeah, big time, man. Like I know we've touched on this a little bit once before, man. It's like now, man, like back in the day, you actually had to have some kind of game. You had to keep your car clean, you had to have a fresh haircut, fresh outfit. Now you can just act like you got all that stuff, and they don't care. Like you can put on the biggest front you want to. She fronting too. Everybody fronting, and it's like you remember you had to take your girl to dinner to at least try to get her back to the crib. You had to do an actual full date. Now, shucks, man, you ain't got to do nothing. You can be in the club. You can be in the club sipping off your homeboy bottle. Like you ain't even got to buy your own bottle. You can be sipping out of his bottle. It's that easy, man.
Yeah.
Let me put this disclaimer out there though. Not that I know. Okay, let's put that out there. but you about to have me go to the crib. You all messed up. Like let me put that disclaimer out there. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. Guessing from what I see.
Yeah, that's what I said. As far as what you know, that's out there. Yeah. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, females are so finicky, man. They just like to goddamn win, man. You never know, man. But for the most part, it is kind of easy now, though. And you ain't got to put too much effort in it. You ain't got to start sweating or nothing like you used to back in the day.
All you got to do is have an Instagram. You got an Instagram page, you good.
You got, Instagram. As long as you know how to DM, you can get some draws. Get some draws, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Snapchat me that.
Yeah. Well, and what I can say, at least for females, man, what females can understand is that you hold the power. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this, like in the first few episodes, in the early episodes of Romey Mak's 2 Cents. I talked about females understanding their worth and their power, and they dictate the rules. You know what I'm saying? In this game of life, you know what I'm saying, or a game of love, for that matter, because what depending on the female, obviously, every female is different but the same. But depending on each female, they have a set of what they're going to tolerate and what they're not going to tolerate. So if but you have to set this rules at first. It's not no thing where you're gonna let me be who I am, and then like maybe 6 months into a relationship, you come with a set of rules like, okay, this is what is not gonna go down. No, that's not gonna work that way because you've already got me conditioned. It's one of those things where you have to set a precedence, in the beginning. As far as in order for me to date you, these are the things that I require. And if you can abide by that, then cool. Otherwise, we keep it moving. That way, no one's wasting each other's time. It's basically what that boils down to, man. But yeah, female, I would say, from what I've witnessed, disclaimer as well. Females have made it a little bit more, easier than I would say the previous decades and stuff like that. And then there's some that try to make it too difficult. I don't say they make it too difficult, but they definitely try to make it harder. And because there's so many that's willing to do what the difficult ones aren't doing, it doesn't matter. You can just kind of let that go to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22.
What's crazy though is because, man, it's like I think that movie 50 Shades of Grey, for example. You know how many women went and saw that movie, got all hot and heavy, and I would say probably 80% of them got a dude at the crib that would do all the same thing Christian Grey would have did, but when he want to try it, y'all look at him like he crazy.
Yep.
But you go see that movie, and it's like, oh, man, that movie turned me on. It's like, all right, well, let's get popping.
Either that or listening to The Weeknd on the soundtrack and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm not going to say all of them make it easy, man. Disclaimer for the ladies out there. Don't come looking for none of us. Not all y'all, but, you got some bad apples out there, that just don't care.
It's unfortunate, but obviously we can all learn from each other's mistakes and try to be better, as people. So with that being said, I'm gonna ask, in your daily routine, what steps do you guys take as a man to really better yourself? For your families, for yourself, or just to better yourself. What steps are you guys taking? I'll say with you, Joe. What are you doing really like to better yourself, like to make you better than before, better than yesterday, better than last week, who you were?
Try to be more consistent, man. Try to maintain, keep with a level head. Just stay, try to stay a step ahead of negativity, man. There's so much stuff out here that can bring you down, man, and just have you down in the rut. You know what I'm saying? Miserable people love company, all the time. So it's just try to be a light to, to my nephews and everything like that. Let them see that, hard work does get you what you want, you know what I mean, and it gets you different places, man, So it's better to see the younger people try to strive to do positive things so that the younger generation can see, because the younger generation come up, man, it's like they have all the smarts and everything they need, but they just weak as hell, man. They ain't got no backbone or no motivation. So they're just slumming and bumming. So that's what I try to do.
All right, man.
What about you, Mark? What steps do you take? You know what I'm saying, as far as to become a better man for your family, for yourself, and society rather.
Man, I honestly every morning I pray and I try to stay separated from this false reality that most of us are living in, man. Because if I'm living in it too, then that's the only thing that I got to show you. So I try to pull myself out of it and lead my example. Like everything that glitters ain't gold. All this stuff that you see is not real. It's not. It's fake. It's to grab your attention. Like we're a bunch of walking zombies right now. Like the whole world, man. It's just like our demise. It's like. Yeah, the Walking Dead, I think, is just kind of like a metaphor for how we are right now. Like, I think our demise is sitting in our pockets half the time, like the little cell phones. Like that right there, man, it is killing this planet, man. Like, you have entirely too much information. It's like every time you go out to dinner and where you might wait, let's say, on average, 30 to 45 minutes, and that's from the time you get your order placed to the time you eat to the time you leave. Like, that's increased, and I hear so many people sitting at the table complaining, they took all day. That's because the first 45 minutes you were on your phone and you didn't know what you wanted to order. Like don't blame the restaurant. Like, that was you. Like, if you would have said, you would have stopped saying, hey, no, come back, I don't know what I want yet. No, come back, I don't know what I want yet. Put the phone down for 5 minutes, look at the menu, and see what you want. You know, and it's like every time you go somewhere, it's like it's a million selfies. Hey, let's take a picture. Hey, let's take a picture. Let's be in the moment. Let's stop trying to save the moment and let's just be in the moment. Because I'm missing the fucking moment sitting here fake smiling for 45 minutes to an hour. So, I just try to, man, like, if you notice, man, like, for you guys, if y'all catch me on social media, it's like once every blue moon, man. Like, how many pictures have y'all liked of mine? Probably none, because I'm never up there. You know what I'm saying? It's like the world's striving for likes and love and for acceptance, and it's like there's other ways to get that.
Oh yeah, actually being with people that you that you actually do love and adore. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, at least for me, man, it kills me being away from you guys. You know what I'm saying? As far as like I miss that male camaraderie that I once had. I want to say as a younger me. I would say the last time I had that male camaraderie where we could just do a lot of things together was like my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? And or say high school. Like in high school, it was when I got to school, it was when obviously Mark, you had already gone on to Churchland, but it would be I knew that I was going to see Joe, Rodney, Rashad, Elgin. All of us were going to be together. If we weren't together, we're in class together. Between the four of us. You know what I'm saying? So it was always like, man, I just seen this shit in the hallway. Bro, you see that shit? It's just like that that male camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? You like mentorship. And that's another reason why I started this podcast. You know what I'm saying? To somewhat grab that back, man, because to be honest, this is the most that I've had a chance to really speak with you guys, I would say in a long time, doing the podcast. So it's something I look forward to, every week, man. And it's, obviously it just ain't about the show, at least for me, man. And whenever I come home, man, I try to get up, with you guys, man, whenever I can, you know what I'm saying? And at least for me, I'll say my piece as far as steps taken to be a better man. What I'm doing to become, I would say, a better man is me getting rid of the idea of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like feeling like I'm owed something because of how I do something or how I carry myself. Like I feel like no one loves as much as I do or cares as much as I do. So because I care a certain way, I'm going to sit here and expect you to love me the way I want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where, you feel like people are letting you down or, you feel like they just don't give a fuck, and when you feel that way, it makes you really isolate. You feel isolated. It puts you in a box where you feel, or in a room by yourself, and it's just you there, and I had to learn that. I had to learn that, man. I had to teach myself that in my mind that it's not about you. It's not, everything doesn't revolve around you, and it's just something you have to grow and learn. For those that want to be around you, you won't have to go searching for them. They'll come look for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll hit you up and say things. They'll hit you up randomly through a text or a phone call, and it's just to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you have to chase people down. And that's what I really learned. And for those that, I used to rock with or say, try to say hey to and stuff like that, and they don't respond. You just remove them from your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm quick to delete somebody off of Facebook. Like I'm not wasting time. Like what point do we have for you being on my page? You don't like shit. You don't comment shit. You don't message me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no problem cutting. I ain't out for that whole, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, that popularity thing where people we live in a world full of everybody wanting likes and shit. Now we can cancel all that, man. It's for those that want to communicate, we can communicate. You know what I mean? But that's like you said, we are a bunch of zombies, man. Honestly, my life is included in that thing. It's not a time where we may go out to eat or something like that, and a selfie isn't taken. You know what I'm saying? Either myself included or me and my lady, and the family. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where we just gotta sit back and be like, all right, cool. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna stop creating memories. Obviously, we live in the moment, but it's not like a constant thing. You know how like some people. You know what they had to eat, what they were wearing, when this happened, when that happened. And then you see a kid, so you might see a kid sometime in the picture just looking at their parent like, what are you doing?
Right.
You see these things,
hey, man.
you see these things in public,
That's so funny, man. But it's just like, man, I feel like it's like history repeating itself just in a different form. It's like, all right, you take back in the 80s, it was the kilogram. Everybody was addicted to crack. Now everybody addicted to Instagram. They're addicted to the likes. So like,
yeah, addicted to the likes, man. You got to do this. You got like at least for me with the show, man. You got to do it. You got to do it for the love of doing the show, man. Because I mean, I'm not. I don't feel like the show is the most popular thing, but I don't let that get me down. I enjoy doing this thing with the people I love doing it with. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Joe was gonna come with that. Come straight forward. With what he has to say. I know you'll do the same thing, Keish. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, sometimes we'll laugh, and there's other times where we'll get into something still like serious, like what we're doing right now. And it's a beautiful thing, man. And however long this thing lasts, I just try to enjoy every moment with it, man. I'm very appreciative to obviously to God for the opportunity to bring this show, and then for everybody else that's been involved with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just we're just gonna keep this thing going as long as we can. But yeah, get a little contact information before we get out of here. Obviously, you can check Romey Mak on Instagram. Coincidentally, we talk about social media. Well, all the junkies can reach us at Romey Mak, Romey_Mak on Instagram, Romey Mak on Tumblr, Snapchat, Flickr, Twitter, and I'll let Joe let you know where he can be reached. Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Joe Easy3 on Instagram, and Joe Collins III on Facebook, and on Twitter Sneakertastic.
Yeah, I have to check that. Yeah, I gotta add that then. Sneakertastic. Keith remaining mysterious. We'll keep that as such. We don't want no problems.
Nah. I mean, you can try to reach me. Knock yourself out.
Cool. Well, we appreciate anybody that was listening live, or if you get to listen to this, obviously on demand, through iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube. Eventually, the episode will make YouTube. But for Romey Mak, Keith, and Joe Sneaks, we out. So I appreciate y'all tuning in for this episode 6 of Album Sales and Bars. Be sure to write a review and subscribe to the iTunes, and just let us know what you think of it. But we out. Peace. God bless.
All right, 100.